Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. Martin Odegaard, who spent the second half of last season on loan at Arsenal, has completed a permanent transfer from Real Madrid for a fee reportedly around £34 million, including add-ons. Yesterday, the player was revealed as the team's new number 8, following in the footsteps of Aaron Ramsey and also current manager Mikel Arteta. The player comes with key strengths and also some question marks. Let's go through 4 of each. First and foremost, Odegaard's main strength is his distribution. He completes a high number of passes, including progressive passes, and has a very low turnover rate. Additionally, he has a technical and high awareness aptitude that makes him very, very effective in the build-up as well. These abilities underlie the data, most notably the fact that he created the most chances per 90 for the Gunners since his introduction and added expected threat XT to the level of Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, which is a stat that shows just how effectively he unlocks his teammates. Odegaard's second strength are the intangibles. He's the captain of Norway at just 22 years old, which reflects his level of leadership, professionalism, and commitment. These qualities have been reinforced by multiple reports from international duty, from Spain, and also from England, specifically via The Athletic, that praise those attributes in addition to his preparation and overall professionalism. These are qualities that manager Mikel Arteta clearly has an admiration for, and when he was asked about Odegaard in a recent interview about the transfer, he called the player a, quote, model for the club. Arteta has very high standard of non-negotiables that he's trying to implement and change the culture within the Gunners, and Odegaard can be a prime example of that. Thirdly is Martin's age. He's just 22 years old, and therefore his destiny has not yet been written. There's a lot of room here for both individual growth and also growth within the team, especially with Arteta's vision of a long-term build. Last but not least is Odegaard's work rate, which sees him not only track back effectively, but also employ a very high level and intelligent press, which Arteta likes to implement at times within the game. The first question is positional fit. Odegaard certainly prefers the right side of the pitch, and I've heard some concerns that this may cause him to interfere with Arsenal starlet Bukayo Saka and also, to a lesser extent, Pepe. However, I find these concerns to be negligible for 2 main reasons. Firstly, the idea that because 2 players like to play in the same space means they're going to run into each other or interfere doesn't really apply when it comes to highly intelligent, highly awareness players like Martin and Bukayo. Rather, these 2 players will be playing off of each other, dovetailing and interchanging to create a lot of movement and fluid shifts. Arteta prefers to have a line of players behind his front 9 who are versatile and can interchange and be able to move and also distribute the ball freely and create havoc. He now has that with Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, and Odegaard. Secondly, Martin has shown a penchant and ability to play centrally when given the license to. For example, at Real Sociedad, 14% of his touches came in the advanced central position. Further, during his time at Real Sociedad and the previous year at SVV Vitesse, you can see his creative contributions, which are through balls, shot assists, and also standard assists, are coming from all across the front line. So he has shown that versatility when he's been asked to play more centrally. The second concern is that Odegaard uses his positional awareness and movement to constantly maneuver and try to find pockets of space to be available for line-breaking passes. However, that depends on the players behind him actually being able to pick out and make those passes. Last season, specifically with Thomas Partey's injury struggles, there wasn't really anyone who could make those passes consistently, And this often led to Martin being visibly frustrated when that pass wasn't played, and eventually it just led to him dropping deeper and deeper to pick up the ball. However, this season with the additions of Ben White, Asambi Lokonga, potentially a new right back, and also Thomas Partey coming back eventually from his current injury, that problem may be solved for him. The third concern is the obvious reality that Odegaard prefers to distribute the ball rather than take shots on net. And he certainly needs to understand how to balance that and become more aggressive with his shot taking. However, he can mitigate that issue by being able to create better chances for the nine, specifically for Aubameyang, and also creating pressure around the box with his passing and also to the far post as well. The fourth and final question is the knee patellar tendinopathy he's been dealing with since his time at Real Sociedad. I have a detailed video on this if you want more information, but this is quite manageable, especially when it's dealt with proactively and with rotation. He had no issues with it while on loan at Arsenal. For reference, tennis player Rafa Nadal has been dealing with the same issue in both knees since he was 20, and he's had a pretty decent career. In closing, Martin continues the trend of Arsenal developing or acquiring young, talented, high IQ footballers with a penchant for professionalism and leadership. At under £35 million, it's a superb piece of business for a player who can make an immediate impact while also continuing to develop and become a building block for this Arsenal rebuild.